2 days ago we left New Zealand, Christchurch, and flew across the date line heading for Punta Arenas, Chile, where we are at the moment. It's winter time in the southern hemisphere, so our lovely weather from Kona and American Samoa is no more, but it is much fresher down here, as you can tell. We are very close to the Magellan Straits right now, and it does feel like we're exploring through atmosphere that hasn't been sampled ever in some cases, or for many years in others. During our flight we went from 500 feet over the ocean all the way up to about 40,000 feet, and in that we could see sea ice as down at the bottom, all the way up to the polar vortex at the very top, at temperatures that went to minus 70 degrees Celsius. Outside the aircraft was extremely cold. That meant that we were sampling in the stratosphere, so we saw a lot of high ozone levels, but not as high as they possibly could have been. And we were very close to the ozone hole, which will start and probably peak in about September. The ozone hole is formed when you get a lot of CFCs, so chlorofluorocarbons. These were species that were banned nearly 30 years ago as part of the Montreal Protocol, and yet they're still in the atmosphere because they have a very long lifetime. So it's going to be about 50 years before the CFCs disappear from the atmosphere completely.
I'm here on Green Mountain on Ascension Island, which is right in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean. Green Island is formed by tectonic processes. The Atlantic Ocean is spreading, and there's a ridge down the middle which represents the spreading center. Is where a lot of magma is coming up to the surface and then flowing out under the ocean, becoming the new ocean floor. It's about 3,000 kilometers from the nearest land. However, when we came into the vicinity of the island, let's say a few hundred miles to the south, we began to encounter a lot of smoke and pollution. The ATOM project is designed to understand how pollutants enter the remote parts of the global atmosphere. I have to say we were totally unprepared for how thick the smoke was and how high the pollution concentrations were. This smoke and pollution originates in southern Africa, where people set fires for a variety of reasons, for agriculture, for range improvement. We did have a computer model that we used when we were planning the mission, and the model predicted that this stuff would be here, so maybe I shouldn't have been surprised. Although I have to say that the model put the pollution in the right place, but maybe not the right amount. Maybe we saw 2 or 3 times as much as had been forecast.